So, welcome back to day 10 of the Tuning In and Tapping Out program. And here I have my best rendition of what a maze looks like. And if you can see, if you want to pause the video, you can see this is you or anybody that's having problems with stress and or anxiety, and this is your situation. The maze is the stress and or anxiety. This is your problem. This is you, and this is also you. So what this represents, when you're in first person, which is this person right here that is in the middle of all the stress and or anxiety, you cannot necessarily see how to navigate outside of the maze, outside of your problem. You're so immersed in the problem that it is hard for you to get outside of the problem. It's not impossible, it's just a lot harder for you to get outside of this problem. So this is you in the first person. And sometimes we're able to look at it in the second person, which is this person right here. You're outside of the problem and you can see how you got yourself into the problem. But once you get to a certain point, you don't know how to get back out of the problem. So you can see how you got inside of the problem and what caused the problem, but you can't necessarily see once you're in there how to get out of it. And us watching this video right now, me standing here pointing at this board, this is us in the third person. This is us outside of the situation, nowhere close to the situation, and we can step back and look at everything that's going on in this situation and see how we got in this situation, and we can see how to get out of the situation so much easier than if we was in the first person or the second person. Again, this is the problem, this is the issue, this is our stresses, this is our anxiety, and this is us in the middle of all of that. And we are definitely trying to get here. Again, this is day 10. So we should be working our way through these problems, through these issues. If we're going through the program the way that I have it mapped out, the way that I was telling you guys, writing down, journaling, just doing all the things that you need to do, writing down the things that you're grateful for. We are definitely working our way out of this maze, out of our stress, out of our anxiety. And it takes a minute, because once you're in there, it's kind of hard to get out, depending on what it is and how you think about the situation, how long you've been in the situation and things of that matter. So one thing that I did want to say, we give, I know for me, I don't want to speak for you guys, but people give our best advice to other people, to our best friends, to people that we don't know, and that's because we're outside of the situation and we can tell them the best way to get out of their situation. But if we're in the same or similar situation, we don't know how to get out of this situation because we're so immersed in it, and there's so many thoughts, there's so many stressors, there's so much anxiety that we can't think clear. But if you step back and you're talking to somebody else, somebody that you love, somebody that you care about, you can give them the advice that they need in order to get out of that problem. So what I need you guys to do through these meditations, through tuning in and through tapping out, if you're journaling, if you're doing the things and you're finding the underlying issues, and then sometimes once you find the underlying issues, you find the underlying issues to that underlying issue. And doing that helps you step back a little bit and you can see a bigger picture. You can see what caused what and what road you went down. And at this point, you take yourself outside of that maze, you take yourself out of that situation, and now you can talk to yourself. You can be your best friend. You can be the person that you care about and tell yourself the best way to get out of this situation. So what I need you guys to do when you're tuning in, when you're tapping out, when you're writing down these things that are underlying issues, things that come up when you're meditating, things that come up when you're done tapping, things that may come up throughout your day, write those things down, look at them, and step back. Put yourself in third person, not first person, not second person, but in third person. take yourself completely out of the situation. Talk to yourself as if you're your own best friend and give yourself the advice that you need. If you find it hard to do that, that is what I'm here for as well. You can reach out to me. You can tell me that you found some underlying issues and it's hard for you to decipher, or hard for you to align yourself with ways to get out of this situation. And I will help you get out of the situation. We can talk about it. I could give you pointers, tips, and give you what knowledge I have. Again, if you want to bring it to the group, you can post it in the group. And if other people have insight, we will help you get out of any situation that you're in. So that was my little spill for day 10. And with that being said, we're going to go into our tuning in. And I'm going to set the 5-minute timer. I just hope that you guys have been enjoying this process as much as I've been enjoying this process. And we are going to jump right into it. I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. I hope this diagram, this maze, don't pay attention to the stick figures and things like that. I'm not the best drawer. If it was on paper, I probably would have did a little better. But again, just looking at this, I hope this is helpful to help you understand how we see ourselves inside of problems, in the maze that we may get ourselves in, even in our mind. If the problem isn't that big, we create it to be bigger than what it really is in our mind. But again, we're going to go into our 5 minutes, and I'm setting the timer right now. Relax, take deep breaths. It's day 10. You should have your affirmations all down packed, and I appreciate you guys. I know you guys been doing the work. I know you guys have been healing slowly. And I know you guys look forward to the rest of the time that you get to spend with me and the rest of this community, healing ourselves and healing each other. That's our 5 minutes right there. We're gonna go right into the tapping out session. Um, I just hope that you guys are really sticking with this. I know in the beginning, you know, it's like 21 days. You're like, oh yeah, 21 days, I can knock that out easy. And you know, once you start getting into it, it may be feeling like that it's repetitive. It may feel like that it's mundane. But what it is building a routine, and it's building a routine for your mind, a routine for your body, and routine to start getting yourself in a more positive mind state and a more positive flow to get out of these stressful situations, to get out of this anxiety. And it's making you become more disciplined, and when you become more disciplined, it raises your energy, it raises your vibration, which help you in turn get out of the situations that you are in. So I just hope that you guys are really sticking with it. I know I drop little nuggets and gems in between the meditations and things like that, and I do that on purpose, you know, to make sure you guys watch the video to get information in between the things that we actually do, which is the tuning in and tapping out process. But there is information that I give in the middle of these videos that I hope everybody's catching. So with that being said, we're going to go into the tapping out. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. At the brow, we're going to start with stress. Stress. Side of the eye. Stress. Under the eye. Stress. Under the nose. Stress. Over the chin. Stress. Collarbone. Stress. Under the arm. Stress. On top of the head. Stress. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Okay, we're going to go to the other side. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. Even though I may have stress and anxiety in my life, I love and accept myself. Anxiety. 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 Take one more deep breath. Let all of that negative energy out. Now we're going to go back into our last 5 minutes. Just close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. Stand, sit, lay down. However you want to tune in. Do your best tuning in session. Let it out. Let go of all that negative energy. Start to become stress-free. Releasing all anxieties. Understanding you want to be the best version of yourself each and every day. Letting go of all thoughts, feelings, and emotions that do not serve you, that may cause your stress, that may cause your anxiety. Take those deep belly breaths. Bring in that positive energy. Exhale all of that negative energy. guys go, that is another 5 minutes in the books. And again, just remember this. When you're inside of your issues, when you're inside of your problems, when you're inside of your stress and or anxiety, everything looks so much bigger than you. Your problems look bigger than you. Looks like you can't handle it. You can't take the stressors. And even if you take yourself out of it, this problem looks big. It looks big to us when we're standing on the outside of it, looking into where we were or where we came from. The problem looks so much bigger. But when we're here, when we're standing next to it, when we're outside of the problem, this problem is not that big. We can see everything that's going on. We can see how we got in there. We can see how to get out. And it is not as big as we thought it was. So again, when you're inside of the problem, remove yourself and then remove yourself again. You have to be twice removed from your problem in order to see how little this problem really is. And we can just wipe this whole problem out. That problem is no more once we remove ourselves twice from this problem. This stress and or anxiety is no more once we step outside of our problem twice removed. Again, this is day 10, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with it, and I will see you guys day 11. Thank you.